Hi friends, welcome to possibly day 10 of Vlogmas, Bookmas. So since starting my channel, I have done 2 unhauls by doing a little taste test, trying the first chapter of books that I haven't read yet. But I've never gotten rid of books that I've already read, and the end of the year feels like a good opportunity to clear my shelves of books that I did not love. I've already explained that I anthropomorphize objects in a way that I shouldn't, and so getting rid of books that I haven't read yet makes me feel like the books are gonna be angry at me. But I'm hoping that the fact that I've already read these and we just didn't vibe with each other will mean that they're not so angry with me. So basically I'm gonna try and get rid of everything here in my office that I've already read and given under 3 stars. There are a few exceptions here, like if one of you guys gifted me a book, that's living with me forever. I'm never getting rid of a book that was gifted to me from one of my internet friends. And I'll let you know about the other exceptions as we go. So I'm gonna start with fantasy since it's right here behind me. We're doing this off the cuff, so let's go. So right away, you can't see it, trust me, it's there. Siege and Storm, book 2 from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. Why am I so bright? Book 2 from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I did not like, but I'm keeping it because I'm keeping the trilogy, even though I didn't love the trilogy because they're the precursors to Six of Crows, etc. that I do love. So they're all staying together. Okay, the first book, oh, this feels so strange. The first book that I'm getting rid of is The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown. This feels a little hard to get rid of because even though I kind of hated it, I should have loved it because it's a book about magical books and portal fantasy and all of the kind of shit that I love. So I should have loved it. And some other people loved it. I just think that it was not very well written and could have used the touch of a few extra editors. That's book 1 gone. Oh, that feels so weird already. I never get rid of books. I'm kind of a hoarder. I mean, a book hoarder, obviously. So let's keep going. Ah, okay. Here's an exception. I did not like The Veins of the Drowning. I actually kind of hated it. I gave it a 2, but for some reason, I want to read the second book. I want to see the series out. So when the second book is released and I've read it, I will be getting rid of both books together. But for right now, she's staying with me and I know I'm going to look back at this while I'm editing or later next year and I'm going to tell myself I'm a fucking idiot. But guess what? That's fine. Oh, it's the exact same with Rebel Witch. I did not like Heartless Hunter. I think I gave it a 2. Again, not a good book. Everyone else seems to love it. I did not like it. However, it is staying here because I own Rebel Witch. And so I'm going to read the second book at some point. And then when they're both done, they'll both be leaving. I'm not doing well so far, am I? I'm so sorry. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy whatever you celebrate. Here's a twofer. I will be getting rid of Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen. I do not feel the need to keep books that are very clearly YA that I've already read. These were like fluffy little nothings to me. No offense to Trisha Levenseller. Fluffy little nothings. I read these early in 2024. I had found a stray dog on the side of the road and I brought her home and she was pregnant. And so I was taking care of her here while I was waiting for a rescue to be able to take her and to find her an actual home. So I was living out of my office with this pregnant stray dog and I needed books that would just barely keep my attention. At the time I really needed fluffy little nothings and they served me well for those 10 days. And now they can go on their merry way. Thank you for your service. And you know what? While we're at it, there's a third book in here that I also read during that same 10 days. A fluffy little nothing that helped me get through pregnant dog time. Where are you? Right down here. That is Wendy Darling by A.C. Wise. This is about Wendy who's grown up and her daughter gets kidnapped and taken to Neverland and she has to go back to Neverland to rescue her daughter. It was fine for what I needed it to be. Well, I needed it to be it. Daughter of the Pirate King, I think goes without saying. It's about the daughter of a pirate king. She becomes a pirate. The end. What else can I get rid of? Okay, talk about books that everyone else loved that I hated. Fucking hated Powerless. But guess what? It can't leave yet because I have plans for it. I have Reckless. I have book 2 and I have a plan. I'm gonna start a Patreon and I'm going to make a reading vlog where I hate read Reckless. And it'll be full spoilers and I'll be telling you everything that I fucking hate. So I can't get rid of it until that is done. But once again, once that's done, both of these books will be gone. Oh, thank God. Okay, I can finally get rid of Juniper and Thornton by Ava Reed. I hated this book. I thought it was not good. And furthermore, I couldn't understand why anyone liked this. It was very confusing to me what people liked about it. Also, big time, a metaphobia warning. There is so much emesis in this book. It's gonna feel so good to have that out of my house. have I given under a 3? I don't give out 2 stars very often. Oh, you know what? I know what I can do. House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. I think I gave it a 3. I don't care. I don't care enough to keep it or to have it in my home any longer. Also, this is another case where it's very clearly a YA book. I will keep so many things that are adult books that I've already read, even if I don't think I'm ever gonna read it again. I'm not the kind of person who thinks, oh, I can only keep books if I think I will reread them one day, but there is no reason for me to keep YA books that I've already read and that I didn't like so much. 3 sisters disappear and then they reappear, but weird shit has happened, and then weird shit continues to happen. That's pretty much it. The last one that's fantasy related is on that shelf because it's actually a graphic novel. Graphic novel, comic book, I don't know the difference between all of them, and I'm not going to learn, honestly. The Shades of Magic Steel Prince graphic novel, comic book. This was the first and only graphic novel, comic book, whatever, the first and only one that I've ever read. It's not my thing. You know what? That's enough from fantasy for now. We're gonna move on. Okay, so I have a shelf here in the corner that you guys don't get to see very often, but it's mostly non-fiction. Can you see all the way down? Oh, Jesus. Wow, anyway. I need a new tripod, man. It's mostly non-fiction. That's what I'm trying to say. Adventure, wildlife, conservation-based stuff. Whole lot of Anthony Bourdain. Self-help books. These are classics down here, so not non-fiction. All the way down there, miscellaneous non-fiction and memoirs. What can I do here? Oh, you know what I can get rid of? The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. I read it. I learned it. I feel like memoir is the next place to hit. I know what I can get rid of. 2 things that other people seem to enjoy a lot, and I didn't so much. I can get rid of In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado. I was not as enthralled with this as everyone else seemed to be. Maybe that's on me. It can, in fact, leave my house. The other one... there we go. My Body by Emily Ratajkowski. Memoir, essays from Miss Ratajkowski. I don't need it anymore. And honestly, I think that's it for over here. I like having a lot of nonfiction. And obviously nothing up here is getting touched. This is wildlife, adventure, conservation. Nothing up here is leaving. Probably ever. Now we go over here. I don't know if anything from sci-fi is actually going to be leaving us. Upgrade by Blake Crouch is the one that I would say we can do without. But I have all of Blake Crouch's full-length novels. And I think that they all want to live together. So actually, I don't think we're getting rid of any sci-fi books. I know that that Blake Crouch one was illogical, but I'm allowing myself one illogical decision here. And if you think I've made more than one illogical decision here, keep it to yourself. Oh, I can't get in here. Oh no, there are paintings and pianos everywhere. In horror. Immediately, I know one that we're grabbing. All the way in here. Oh, Coup de Grace by Sophia Ajram. Very cool premise. Very not cool book. I'm gonna put you here for now. Stay there, be good. I'm gonna get rid of one that I just read, Ghost Station by S.A. Barnes. I was bored, so she can leave. And I can also get rid of the other book from that same video, Through the Midnight Door by Katrina Monroe. Again, I was bored. These both were supposed to be horror. They were for a Read It or Unhaul It horror challenge. Neither of them was really horror. This was kind of a mystery. This was all sci-fi. Through the Midnight Door was also so boring. Goodbye. Oh. This one hurts because the cover is so beautiful. It matches my hair perfectly. Look at that pink. The Night Guest by Hildur Knudstottir. Once again, one that I was kind of bored during. It's a novella. I had high hopes. It's about a woman who is always tired, gets a Fitbit, and then finds out that she's actually been walking miles and miles and miles every night, and she doesn't know where she's been going or what she's been doing. It had the potential to be really, really good, and I was just so underwhelmed. So The Night Guest is leaving us. I think that's it for horror. Most of the horror I've been reading lately has been real good. Yeah, that's it. Let's move on. This is my general fiction area. Let's see what we can do in here. You know what I'm gonna do? The Days of Abandonment by Elena Ferrante. I haven't read My Brilliant Friend yet. I read The Days of Abandonment. It is a critically acclaimed book that I hated. It's about a woman whose husband leaves her and then she goes a little bit crazy. Not a little bit crazy, a lot crazy. She loses her absolute fucking mind. Okay, this one hurts. This one hurts me a little bit because the cover is so beautiful. Look at that. The Book of Goose by Lee. So beautiful. But once again, I was bored. If a book is boring, that's like a cardinal sin to me. This is about two young girls who have a friendship. They wind up writing a book and one of them gets famous for it and the other one's a sociopath, I think. I honestly think that's it. I would get rid of Paradise if it was not given to me by a subscriber. Kim Ji-young, born 1982, if that was not given to me by a subscriber. It wasn't my favorite. Hi. Sorry, we're just here talking. I know, go back to sleep. I'm not getting rid of subscriber books, so these guys are staying with me. I think that's it. Okay, I did my romance shelf, whatever romance I own, by myself because it's in a little corner and it's crushed by the sofa and it's hard to get myself in there, much less a camera. I read The 7 Years in June, in February, for forcing myself to read romance and absolutely f***ing crashing out. 7 Years in June is already gone. I have a friend that got really sick and I made a care package for her and that was one of the books that I put in the care package for her. So that's gone. I'm getting rid of, by the way, both of these, not a f***ing clue where they came from. Absolutely no idea. One is Miss You by Kate Eberlin. Oh, did I finish reading it? What is this? A plane ticket. Oh, this is gonna help us. A plane ticket to Frankfurt? I've never been to Germany. Barcelona. What year was this? July 9th of what year? Barcelona to Prague. Oh, this was 2019. Okay, in 2019, I went to France, Spain, Prague to visit my little sister who was studying abroad, and then Italy and Greece. So apparently I was trying to read this in 2019 and I only got to there and then I guess I stopped. Whatever, I don't care. I count it, I read it, I'm getting rid of it. Goodbye. Same goes for The Light We Lost by Jill Santopolo. Look how yellow. Oh, you're not even gonna be able to tell, are you? Anyway, the sides of this are so yellow. And again, not a goddamn clue where I got this, but The Light That We Lost by Jill Santopolo is leaving us. I have a question. In my forcing myself to read romance books video, I also read The 7-Year Slip. This book was gifted to me by Drew, but it very clearly says on the note, I had to get you one from your list in case you don't like the other one. The other one is Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph White. Since this book was given to me by Drew, only on a technicality, because the real one that Drew wanted to give me was this horror book, do I need to keep it? Drew, if you are watching, would you let me know if you would be seriously offended if I read the book and if I now gave it to someone else who wants to read the book? Please let me know. Thank you. And now, poetry. In case I've never shown you this. All of my poetry books live down here on the floor. Don't feel bad for them. They love living on the floor. This is their happy place. But there are absolutely some poetry books here that don't belong, like a few that I've had since high school. This is an indie published poetry book called Whispering Bones by Drew Hairgrove. This I've had quite literally since high school, if not middle school, and now it's leaving us. Thank you so much for your service. I will be getting rid of hold on. What is a trifecta called if it's actually 4 things? Is it a quadrifecta? Anyway, I'm getting rid of the 4 that make up the ultimate Tumblr poetry collection of books, including the famous Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. I have been reading poetry since I was a wee babe, but I was on Tumblr, and so I fell into the Tumblr poetry trap. So sorry, Rupi Kaur, if you ever see this, I do so apologize for slandering your name. Hey, come here, say hi to the people. So Milk and Honey, she's going away, along with 2 books by Lang Leave. Is it mean to call them Tumblr poets? Because that's, I mean, it's really what it is. Lullabies and Love and Misadventure by Lang Leave. Same category as Milk and Honey. Also same category, Mouthful of Forevers by Clementine von Radix. Please don't get mad at me if Rupi Kaur is your favorite poet ever. And also if Rupi Kaur is your favorite poet ever, leave a comment and I will respond to you with poetry recommendations. Okay, thanks, bye. Hold on, I found one more. Depression and Other Magic Tricks by Sabrina Benaim. I think I just saw the word depression when I was 17 and I was like, oh, this girl is gonna speak to me. Okay, so that's 6 poetry books gone. Okay, all in all, 23 books that I'll be getting rid of if Drew tells me that they would not be so horrified if I gave this to a friend. 23 books is not bad for someone who's never really gotten rid of books before and definitely never gotten rid of any books that I've read. This doesn't feel horrible to me. I know it's not some crazy giant 80 book UNHAUL. I don't think I ever could survive doing that. Let me check my database really quickly just in case I missed something. I'm going through the 3 stars now. If I was being real cutthroat about this, or like mildly cutthroat about this, I would get rid of Starling House. I gave Starling House a 3. So tell me why it feels wrong. Why would it feel wrong for me to get rid of Starling House? It was a 3. I didn't hate it. House of Hollow was also a 3, and I got rid of that. If I do this, I'm being very brave. You all need to tell me how brave I am. There was a sex scene in Starling House? Okay, I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get rid of Starling House. Should I be more brave? What else is on here? Oh God, I'm scared. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about the romance section. You guys know I don't read romance. I don't care for romance books. It would be a really easy thing to sweep through that shelf and clear almost everything out and just get rid of everything. I haven't read it all, but I bought some of the books thinking that I was gonna read them, that I could convince myself to like romance, and I didn't, and I'm not going to. However, I have an idea in mind for February. So when February comes, we'll be clearing out a lot of the romance shelf in a very fun way. Well, fun for you, not so fun for me. You know what? I just had sushi delivered. That's a sign. It just got here. I'm gonna stay here at these, what did I say, 24 books? 24 books with Starling House. Oh, wouldn't 25 be nice though? Would it be nice if it was a solid 25 books? Oh, I could do something and I can make it 25, but I don't want to cause I'm scared of it. Fuck me. Okay, hold on. Okay, my anal retentiveness when it comes to numbers has won out over my anxiety about getting rid of books. But it's so beautiful. I'm gonna get rid of Chlorine by Jade Song. And this hurts. This hurts me physically. It's so pretty. And I gave it a 3. I didn't hate it. I just didn't love it. It's on the same wavelength to me as Starling House. And so therefore, it feels so wrong, but so right, I guess. Oh, that kind of sucks. That's 25 books that I'm getting rid of. For me, that's a whole lot of books. It feels good to have done. Goodbye. It feels good to have done this. It also feels bad to have done this. I feel like I've done something wrong and I'm a bad person, but I'm not, and it's fine, and we're all gonna be okay. Hi, popping in for one quick second after the fact. I forgot to bring those 2 literary fiction books over here for the pile. So I didn't have 24, I had 26. So I didn't have to decide to get rid of Chlorine because I wasn't at 24. But now that I'm at what turns out to be 27, I feel the need to get it to 30. And so I looked over all the books that I've given 3 stars to, and I found 3 more I'm gonna get rid of. It pains me, but also it feels right. The second that I made the decision to do it, it felt like the correct decision to make. So the other 3 books that I'm getting rid of are Paradise Rot by Jenny Vall, which is a horror book about a girl who gets a new roommate and they slowly start to, things grow. There's like mushrooms growing. There are no actual walls in their place. It's a very fever dreamy kind of book, but it wasn't the kind of fever dream that I enjoy. So that's going. The Seep by Chana Porter, which is a sci-fi book about aliens who come and invade our minds, and they technically make everything better. They make you happy, they make you healthy, but they also make you inhuman. And what does it mean when your humanity is taken away? Whatever. This was a 3 star. It was a good book. It was a 3 star, and so I'm okay partying with it. I feel kind of powerful doing this. The 3rd book might make people a little upset, and that's All Systems Red by Martha Wells. I can't believe I'm saying this. I liked the TV show more. I'm not the biggest humor in books kind of person, and this is very much a humor in books kind of novella. And so I liked the TV show more. I didn't love the TV show, but I also didn't love the book. So with those 3, the total amount of books that I am unhauling today is 30. And now I'm done. Goodbye. Thank you for being here with me today. If you can hear me, if you can read the subtitles, I'm happy to have you. I hope you're having an incredible holiday season. I hope you have a good week or weekend whenever this gets posted. Love you. Bye.